Kenny Ho, my man, how you doing?
You already know, man. It's the last show of the year,
That's right.
the last show of 2025.
That's right.
We going into 2026.
That's right.
So, what a way to end off 2025, the last Monday of the year. Now
Hmm.
going into the new year. So, it's gonna be some crazy. So, we back again in the new year.
That's right. We're doing this live on X and YouTube. Brand new episode of the Two Out of Three Falls podcast. My man Kenny Holt at Cowabunga _K_E_N. Myself, sorry, myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter JCRUZ. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. And most importantly, go to youtube.com/cruise control podcast. Go ahead, download, rate, comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Show some love and support for you boys on the program. I'm gonna do that one more time. youtube.com/cruise control podcast. We're maybe 648 subs, trying to get to 700 before the new year or right after the new year. And making a run-in is my man
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Terrence Watson, Lower East Scribe in the building. My man, how you doing?
Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy LES. Yeah, I'm here, baby. I'm excited. Great Raw to end the night. Shout out to the USO. Shout out to you guys.
Yes,
My boy
sir.
Cowabunga Ken,
You
Randy
already
J.
know.
Cruz.
That's
Here to
right.
do
That's
what we
right.
do.
That's right. You can follow Terrence Watson at Lower East Scribe on all social media platforms. Again, youtube.com/cruise control podcast. We are doing this live on both X and YouTube. So anybody got questions or comments or feedback regarding Raw tonight, maybe SmackDown on Friday, or things you want to talk about as we enter in 2026, hit us up in the chat. We'll get right to it. As Kenny mentioned about 5 minutes ago, we got brand new World Tag Team Champions for the 9th time. The Usos are the tag team champions. Damn, 9 times is crazy, bro. I lost count a little while ago, but to be on the final Raw of 2025 and to go out with a title change. You know me, I'm all about title changes. I didn't get it in the beginning with Nikki Bella, but we got it with the Usos. How we feeling? How long this reign's gonna be? What team do you think takes down the Usos? Talk to me.
First off, salute to the Usos.
Europe.
Salute to the Usos. Salute to Jimmy and Jay. Like, yo, let alone winning one title is hard enough, but doing it 9 times, that already puts the Usos up there in the greatest in regarding wrestling best tag team in history. One of them. And
Okay, are you saying one of them, or are you going on that ledge saying the greatest of all time?
they're in the stepping stone, like the category, like if you put them in the Mount Rushmore of greatest tag team of all time.
All right.
So it's really good. It helps both of them. It helps Jay. You know, Jay's been in a little chase mode run, up and down on whatever, on either way of losing or winning. Jimmy has not had a title reign for quite a minute, so nice way to utilize both of them. They work good together. I think it was a pretty good match. Nice, good chemistry between both teams. I say this: the Usos are going to go into this. This is going to probably keep on carrying over until we possibly see. My theory: I think sooner or later, the Vision is going to challenge the Usos for those titles.
Okay.
We're going to see the beef between the Vision and the Usos. They're going to possibly try to use the Vision to hold their supreme reign of being the tag team champions. Now, who I think is either going to be Bronson Reed. Undecided to see, because I said earlier it would have been Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, but audible. But I think this is going to carry on. I think they're going to hold it probably until Mania. I'll be surprised if they hold it after Mania. That's my theory on that.
So no way they drop it before WrestleMania.
I think they're going to hold on to it to WrestleMania. Yes.
I mean, listen, they could drop it to Logan Paul and Austin Theory.
Give it to Give it to Bronson Reed. I
mean, Bronson and Braun should have been had it when Judgment Day was fucking tag champion. It should have been Bronson and Braun, but now I think I see them into this championship heavyweight title, area, and they're gonna go away from the tag team scene. So that's where Logan Paul and Theory comes in. Terrence, talk to me. Usos, 9-time champions, tag champions.
First, yeah, let's give the Usos their due respect. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. 4 letters, 1 word. You know what I mean?
We the ones.
Mania.
Ones.
They back at it. 9 times. I gotta agree with Kenny, man. They're on Mount Rushmore already, man. They're in the hall already as a tag team. And it's funny too when you think about like that faction of the bloodline. They're gonna go in probably as a faction. Then you'll get Roman. Obviously, he goes in on his own. And then you get, who knows? Jay might go in on his own, but the Usos are 100% a lock to be Hall of Famers, man. 9 times is crazy. I do hope they lose it again, just so they can be. Has anyone ever done it 10 times? I don't know. I think that they might be on their own if they get a 10-time run. But I gotta say, I'm with you, Randy. Especially after tonight, I feel like they lay in breadcrumbs. One, to give us a title change, amazing, right? Like we want to see the Usos back on top. They're, one of the best tag teams to ever do it. And especially right now when it's been a little bit stale in the tag team division, I think this is going to give it a much needed shot in the arm, especially when you get the Vision there. Now they're going to start to play in. And you see like they're trying to bring Logan Paul and Austin Theory together. So I like your theory, Randy, of putting them together. Making them a tag team. You know what I'm saying? I know you like that, Kenny. I know you like that. Making them a tag team. And then I think, Kenny, that's where you're right. We see the Usos go to WrestleMania, and then it makes this whole theory join in the Vision. It gives it meaning. You know what I'm saying? Like let them beat the Usos at WrestleMania, give us a real feud between the two of them. And at some point, maybe SummerSlam, who knows? I don't know. The Usos win it back, maybe become the first 10-time, a team to win, tag team to win 10 times. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking off the top. So I would have to go back and check. But I don't think there's been a tag team that's won 10 times. And so they will stand alone. And you could make the real argument, not that you can't make it now, but if they set a record like that, you can make a real argument for they're the greatest tag team of all time. So I love the breadcrumbs. We're finally getting some new momentum. I love it.
I'm looking to see who has the most tag team title reigns. So give you 1 second. I know the Edge and Christian was at 7. The Hardys, I'm sorry, the Usos are at 9 now. Hardys at 9.
The
Dudleys were at 10, and the New Day was at 12.
Oh yeah, okay, damn.
So the New Day, they're catching up to the New Day. I mean,
that's I think solid 3rd place is not bad.
I mean, let's go there, man. Like Mount Rushmore, tag teams, or tag team champions. We're putting Usos on there. You might have to put Edge and Christian on there. Depending on who you ask. I know that there's fan favorites out there for the Hardys, so some might put the Hardys, some might put the Dudleys. The New Day, I mean, listen, you got 12-time tag champions. Like, yo, what's up? I can't get on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, the conversation got to start with them. They got to be the greatest tag team of all time.
Wow.
New Day really held it down within that mid 2010 period. I mean, the first time we've seen a 3-man faction that's holding down the tag team titles. Yeah. And that was they was like the first. And they kept it. They kept it going as much as we wanted them to lose against the favorites. We wanted them to, dethrone. We seen Usos and New Day had a great rivalry, within that from the mid 2010s. But we can't. The facts. The numbers are the numbers. The Usos are at 9. New Day's at 12. 12 beats 9. Can't argue with that.
I know I think about a month ago we had our discussion about our favorite tag team. So it depends who's your favorite, but being realistic, the numbers don't lie. So the Usos are at 9, tied with the Hardys, and the only team above them is the New Day.
And the Dudleys, you said, right? Dudleys got 10.
So Dudleys, Hardys, Usos, and New Day. If that was your Mount Rushmore, you can't even argue with that.
Who's arguing that?
I mean, so I'm gonna say the Dudleys, Edge and Christian. Like
they don't know ball then.
I mean, there's a legit gripe. Yo, what's up with Edge and Christian? What's up with the Dudleys? Like, you got 6 teams for 4 spots.
I will argue that if I was to put, I would switch Edge and Christian over the Hardys.
Wow.
Only to the fact is this. Yo, I mean, from what I saw from the reigns and seeing how they kept their title reigns and the amount of consistency of being the champion, the Hardys, when they were having their title reign in their attitude in the mid 2000 era, I only recall probably like 2, maybe 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 that they possibly recurred as constant tag team champions. But if I remember from the Dudleys or Edge and Christian, the moments they won WrestleMania, they won on SummerSlam, they kept it going, and they won again. The Dudley Boys, follow them, ECW, then they won it countless times from the New Age Outlaws, TLC, then they won the WCW tag titles, and then again and again TNA championships. That is like, if you went, like, the Dudleys won titles from almost every brand of wrestling that we came. ECW, WWE, if you know, WCW, TNA. If the Dudleys could win 4 company championships and make those and add those to 10, that already is like higher than, that beats the discussion which out of 3 is better, Edge, Christian, the Hardys, or the Dudleys. The Dudleys will win that in the sweep because, you guys held it down. We have some good beasts, but you have never won countless in our either prime or aging, won 4 consistent different company titles. Not just one time. We won it like 2 or 3 times from y'all consistently from our prime to the present and to our end. That's the way it is.
So, hold up. The Dudleys won WCW?
When they did the alliance, they had the WCW tag team titles.
I mean, do you count that?
I would.
You would.
I would.
All right, so Hardy's got the E.
Well,
Hardy's got the E, NXT,
and TNA. Yes.
So they got 3.
Okay.
And Edge and Christian just got the E.
Yeah.
Usos have the E, no TNA, and no NXT.
No.
And the New Day has all E, right? No TNA, no NXT. And that's what I'm saying. The argument expands because now the Dudleys can say, I want a tag title in every promotion. That's why if you put them in, you can't even argue because that's a true fucking statement. It comes down to your favorites, the time period that we're talking about, but you can't. Those are 6 dope ass teams trying to get for 4 spots. If you don't pick 2, like, hey man, shit happens.
I think the Usos might be my favorite from this era, from this from the newer generation. I think I have like a special place in my heart for Edge and Christian because they were vampires when they started. And when you look at them now, they kind of are vampires because they look young still. They look ageless. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still out here. So I gotta give the shout out to Gangrel. I gotta give them a little bit of, they got a a special, piece of garlic
Mhm.
right in my chest because
All right.
they
All right.
started out as vampires. And I
All
don't
right.
know, I know you guys know ball, but imagine taking that and then becoming Edge and Christian for real. I
Mm.
think though the Hardys, man, like they just revolutionized. As much as we give, say, like DX credit for
Mhm.
moving us past it's a good guy, it's a bad guy. Like I feel like they took a little bit of that, Generation X, young millennial, you know, no pun intended, but like that edge that we needed to kind of move to move things forward
Mhm.
from like Vince's, you gotta have a job, you know what I mean? Like era, they moved it forward. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
they remind me of Javon and what's my guy? I'm drawing a blank. Javon's tag team partner.
Slater,
Yeah. Oh man, Randy, can you do us the honor?
Carter, the Carter. Oh
Great
no,
Phoenix? No.
No,
no.
no, no. His NXT partner from TNA.
Oh,
They just
damn.
had those that incredible match.
Last week. I know you talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. I my bad. I know his name. It is Slater something.
I'm trying to get it right now. I can't spell. Um,
He's
Leon
British.
Slater. Leon Slater.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I look at the two of them the same way I did when I was a kid and I watched, the Hardy Boys. They
Mhm.
remind me so much of them where like they have incredible aerials, they have incredible timing. They feel like they're genre bending a little bit. They move things along, but also, they feel young. You know what I mean? Like I think we all got down and related to the Hardy Boys because they felt like they represented, a younger generation for us. And I feel like in 10 years, 15 years, or whatever, you're going to have a same generation that connects, to Leon Slater and Javon the way a 2 decades worth or
Mhm.
better have with the Hardy Boys. So, yeah, I don't know. It's a wonderful conversation to have. And I
Yep.
almost feel like as long as it's within that like top five, top six, there's kind
Mhm.
of no wrong answer.
Um. So what does it mean? Um, that the Usos are tag team champions, but now what do we do with the singles? Is Jay done for a little bit with the singles? Jimmy never really got off as being a singles. It's just now we're going back to what works. Um, because now again they're 9 time tag champions, haven't been tag champions since 2023, and now they're gonna be in the tag team scene. Maybe until WrestleMania, but now do we are we getting away from the singles run for both Jimmy and Jay? And if so, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing. I mean, experimentation with both of them. I mean, Jay experiment. The man won the IC title, world
Hmm.
heavy title. It's just sadly, Jimmy never got the run, but we love Jimmy's support. Jimmy's out there with the support. He's been in some good storylines. With the bloodline still. He's been in some good stories. Just not the one reign title run with the US title on SmackDown. We would like to see him, but
Hmm.
I think this is going to be good with them. This helps them both, but also too, this just builds. I feel like this is going to build more down the line that the Usos are champions again, but you might still get that lingering thing like if they are still going to be champions, are we going to see the resurrection of the OG bloodline? If Roman goes into the Rumble, he
Hmm.
wins, do we see a resurgence? Do we see this comes back? That's the possibility. Or, Jimmy, he's expecting a kid. So if they drop the titles, does Jay have that crash out on his brother again?
Okay,
Jay go heel, like a single heel. Jimmy goes on the shelf. Jimmy returns, goes after his brother again. There's so many variants in this wrestling multiverse that this can go to.
that's right. T, talk to me. What do you think about the singles run for Jay and Jimmy? Is it on pause for now? What do you think?
I'm good with it, man. I think they got something good out of it. I think we were able to kind of like mix it up. Jay was able to elevate, you know what I mean? Like, but I think they're both at their best as a tag team. And it doesn't take anything away from either of them. I think the one thing that I really, would have wished is we got a U.S. title run from Jimmy. I thought he deserved that. I thought he could have carried that. It would have been fun to see, even if he only got a couple months. You know what I mean? Like, that seems to be the belt that they're more comfortable with shifting around anyway. So I would have been cool with seeing Jimmy get, like, you know what I mean? Like a little, a quick run with that. I think the best thing that came out of their individual runs, their individual split, was actually the whole Jimmy saga Jay saga with Gunther. You know what I mean? Like, because let's be real, as great as it was, it didn't have the same level of emphasis until Gunther beat the shit out of Jimmy.
Yeah,
made Jay watch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we all were watching on it. Like, yo, this is brutal. Like, this is some like attitude era level fucking blood. Like, what is happening? Like, and he like that whole storyline, it when you think about it, right? Like, it not only did a lot for both of them, because now it's set up a point where like, yo, Jay cannot lose. You know what I mean? Like, he got to get it back in blood. But it also let us know two things with Gunther. One, this motherfucker is ruthless. You know what I mean? Like, he is insane. He is maniacal. He is the cerebral assassin of this generation, but he's also vulnerable. And if you can get him in a submission, you can take him down. You know what I mean? So it set up his character, and I really appreciate that. So like, it's interesting the way that like even someone else, a tertiary character outside of the Usos themselves, elevated because they split. You know what I mean? But I love the fact that they're both together, and I think you're right, Kenny. I think what'll happen is they get their run till WrestleMania. I don't know if they split because something happens, like they get into like a beef, or maybe somebody takes, you know what I mean? Maybe somebody takes Jimmy out so he can like, be out indefinitely and just go enjoy his, his newborn kid.
Yeah.
But I think that that's what we get, right? Like, we get this run. It'll be probably against Mania. But I'm happy with it, man. I think they did a lot. You know what I mean? You see Jay doing, commercials now. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely on another tier. And I think with them back together, it only elevates them.
No. Because overall, I think Jay Uso had a great fucking year. I mean, he won the Rumble. He won the title at WrestleMania. The title reign was not as long as he probably wanted. Probably like a month or two the most. And then ever since then, he was just trying to get back into that space of being a world champion. And he fought CM Punk for the title. Like, he was in a prominent position. In 25, and I thought maybe Jimmy would have been in that spot for like the IC, or for, like Terrence mentioned, the US title, or something like that. And we didn't get there, so I don't want it to feel like they just didn't have anything else for them to do, so put them as a tag team and then see what happens from that. That could be the reason. That could be like, let's just start the new year with both of them tag champions and then see where it goes. Who can be the next team that we can build to take the titles off the Usos? That remains to be seen. But I think as we close out 25, like, Jay was on a fucking phenomenal. Even later when we do like our own little awards, like, you talk about the face of the year. He's got to be in that contention, because every time he comes out, the crowd goes crazy. They run it back, and the yeets and the this and the kids, and it's like, bro, like, your man had a fucking crazy year. And it's funny that people could say, oh, he's going back to the tag team. Like, did you just see what he did for WrestleMania? And it's not that he won the Rumble. He threw out John Cena, of all fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that adds to, like, yo, this you're climbing up the ranks. So I don't want people to think like Jay had a bad year, or like it was just whatever. But like, 2025, like a top 5, Jay Uso is in that top 5, because that shit was, incredible.
And I'll say this to add on to that, though.
Yeah.
Not to harp on the, I know people weren't really that thrilled with how John Cena's run went. You can't hate on Jey Uso's run.
No.
Like, to your point, from start to finish, from start of throwing out John Cena, when we all looked at it like, oh, okay, Jay's in the bottom too. This looks, oh shit, he won. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we always, oh, okay, this is cool. Like him, and they'll get now he's elevated even just in being in the bottom two. None of us thought he was gonna be the one to fucking beat John Cena. And then now to close out the year, you know what I mean, on the last show before, technically the new year starts, right? Like, it says a lot. Like, he's, like you said, he's won the Rumble, won the World Heavy, won the IC, you know what I mean? Defended against CM Punk, and closes out winning the tag team. And like I said, I feel like the tag team for especially for the males has kind of been a little bit stagnant. You know what I mean? Like, on the male side. So if anything, I think this is the instant now it matters again. You know what I mean?
So hold up. Jay won the IC in 25?
I believe, didn't he win the IC in 25, or did he win it the year before?
I think he won in 24.
Oh, okay.
I'll double check, because if your man won,
I might have misspoke. But I mean, it does speak to the fucking run that the man has been on. Like, he's been on that level of a run. And again, I might have misspoke, Randy. But the point is, his run this year has been phenomenal.
Yeah, he won it in September of 24 on Raw, and then
did he lose it?
He lost it back in October of 24.
Lost to Braun.
Okay.
So that was kind of like the stepping stone. Like, all right, he could be the singles champion. Let's see how it goes. He got the IC under his belt. Then came the world. I'm about to say, yo, if he won the IC, World Heavy, Tag, and the Rumble 1 year, I'm like, yo, bro, what are we talking about?
Nah, you're right. But I mean,
I'm about to say
it hasn't been a year, but it's been a 14-month. You know what I mean? It's like a lease on an apartment. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got that 14-month year. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that
versus Thursday. Remember?
You feel me? Like, my man if you count like the last 14, 15 months, it's been insane.
Yeah, I agree.
You're watching us live on X and YouTube. Thank you. We really appreciate it. We're gonna close out, with this show for 25. So the next SmackDown will be on Friday, but that's 2026. So we got about 80 of you guys who've tapped in. Really appreciate it. Again, youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. Looking to make some big things happen next year with this show and beyond. So we definitely appreciate your love and support, however you listen or pay attention to the podcast. Just to close out Raw before we get into our awards for 25. Vaquer is still the women's world champion. She defeated Raquel and Nikki Bella in a triple threat match. You already know who I was going for. It looked like Nikki was gonna go. I'm like, I bet we good. Nobody from Judgment Day pulled up. So like Raquel said, yeah, I won it by myself. We saw no Liv, no Roxanne. So she was out there dolo, and a good 15, 20-minute plus match, triple threat.
Good match.
So Steph is still the women's world champion. Good match, not the outcome I wanted, but what do you guys make of Stephanie retaining?
First off, it was a good match. I thought possibly that was going to be the match we were going to see a title change. I was saying, yo, put that match as the main event. Let it be.
And what I tell you last week, if it's not the main event, no title change. If it is the main event, like we saw with the Usos, title change. So
I mean, we've seen moments where the titles weren't the main event and they had a title change. It happened after WrestleMania between Liv and Raquel versus Becky and Lyra. So that happened, but
no, you're right. But I didn't get that vibe with this one. I'm like, oh, it's the first match of the night. I'm like, oh, I know what's going on.
But I would have thought that, possibly it would have been a steal from Nikki or, Raquel would have, if she would have probably did that double Tejada bomb, I'm like, all right, that's it.
Yeah.
Raquel's definitely she's winning it. But I like how with it, at the end of it, Stephanie got Raquel out of it. So that protected Raquel from taking a pin. So that really shows that they got some plans for what's going to happen with Raquel. So I like how that's going. Interesting match. It was very surprising. I didn't think Stephanie was going to steal it from that. So interesting to see. But I like how they protected Raquel in that match with the last pin, and Nikki took the pin.
All right, T, talk to me.
Yeah, I mean,
Your girl Vicare, victorious.
Listen, you never got to get me to root against Stephanie Vaquer. Like that's that's not gonna happen. But I actually was surprised. I kind of thought that they were gonna change hands. They've been like really like pushing Raquel. I think she's been elevating herself. It's the end of the year, and she's done such a good job of like really transitioning into like that, that big strong character. I thought for sure, especially like once they did that one spot where it looked like she was about to like maybe double suplex both of them off the top rope, and then Nikki did that flip. I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, yo, like if anybody could pull it off and make it safe and protect them, but also make it look good, I trust Raquel. You know what I mean? Like, so I think we are gonna see a change. I do think Raquel gets gold in 2026. But I mean, I'm okay with Stephanie holding it for now. I do hope that we get a little bit more character development with her and Julia for that matter, because it's like, damn, like both of them were white hot when they got to the main roster, and then it just felt like the writers just didn't know what to do with them. No disrespect to the writers. I know it's easier on this side of the pen, writer to writer, right? But I am gonna just say what I see, and I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. We're all like, damn, like like they just have so much to offer. Or it's like, damn, like, well, what happened? You know what I mean? So because the funny thing about it is, I think the reason and you guys keep me honest, part of the reason we thought either Nikki, or Raquel would win is because we were more invested in both of their stories coming into this.
Exactly.
Nikki is like, oh, she's this legend, she's coming back. Maybe this is her farewell run. Raquel is like, oh, okay, she's kind of in her prime. She's finally come into herself as an individual, as a singles wrestler. It makes sense. Put the belt on her. And then Stephanie, as champion, was almost the odd person out. You know what I mean? And we know how talented she is. It's just now in this day and age, man, we got to care. You know what I'm saying? So I hope in 2026, whether she holds a title or not, you know what I'm saying? Like we get to see more of her personality.
And that's what I've been championing for a while. It's like anybody, it don't just got to be Steph. Is like, okay, why do we love Dom so much? Character, swag. He's an asshole. Heel. Sign me up. Why do we love Liv? All the above. Why we love John Cena? It's all the above. Like we are attracted to people with the story, with the character, with all that. Not just in ring. I'm more character story than in ring. Some are reversed. Some care about the in ring first, and then character and all that second. But if you ain't got the character, regardless of who you are, if you ain't got the story, like why, like Terrence said, why should I care? Why am I gonna be emotionally invested? Why am I gonna buy a ticket to see you wrestle? Because if it ain't there, you're just there in the ring wrestling. Okay, cool, that's great, but why should I care if you win or lose? If you're the bad guy, I gotta feel like, yo, I hate this guy, man. I hope he fucking loses tonight. I'm showing my emotional investment into that character. But if you're the good guy, like a Cody Rhodes, and you're trying to complete the story, and I'm following your journey, I'm like, come on, man, come on, let's go. And then when it culminates, you fucking win a championship. It's like, yeah, man, like he won a championship for me. Now I'm gonna follow him or her on their journey. If it just wrestle, boom, boom, and then that's it. It's like, well, what are we doing? And that's no fault to a Julia or no fault to a Stephanie. Like Terrence said, I was more invested in a Raquel winning or Nikki Bella because they got the swag, they got the story, they got the thing behind them. Where Stephanie just like, you're there.
Devil's kiss.
It's like, you're there. And it's like, what else? Like what? Okay, now you pin Nikki Bella. You protect Raquel for throwing her out the ring. Are you telling us that Raquel did not get pinned, so she still could be in line for a one-on-one title shot down the road. Is Raquel the one that's going to dethrone Stephanie when that time comes? Because if it ain't Nikki, if it ain't Roxanne, and Becky's going back for the IC title with Maxine in Brooklyn, so what do we? Is it Liv Morgan? Like it's got to be Liv or Raquel right now, right?
Roxanne might take it too.
Might be that. She might be that. She's the dark horse, Roxanne. But if it's funny, is one of the three of them. You know.
Yeah.
Of Judgment Day. Yeah.
It's
wow.
Yeah. It's just the way it is, and that would bring a good story between the three of them because if you saw from tonight, Liv might have something up her sleeve. Roxanne as well. So if you tie all three of them in, that can create something that could feed some third world countries down the line.
Because then we got to figure out from the women's side. I don't think we brought it up. Like who wins the Rumble?
Oh,
in Saudi, then who wins the Chamber to get? Because right now it's Jade and Stephanie as your two main champions.
Mm-hmm.
So for the Stephanie title, it could be between Roxanne, Liv, and Raquel.
Okay.
The Jade title is a lot of question marks because are they waiting for Bianca to pull up and come back soon? Maybe. But if it ain't Bianca, it's a lot of empty holes on that side because now do I want the winner of the Rumble to go for the Stephanie title or do I want the winner of the Rumble to go for the Jade title? That only happens if Bianca comes back and wins the Rumble again. But I think a Raquel, a Roxanne, a Liv could be in that mix to win the Women's Rumble in Saudi. Noob. I bet you. Hopefully Stephanie and Julia get better on the main roster in 2026. Stephanie does need to face some credible names like Rhea or Liv Morgan. Look,
I say Liv. Give a Liv.
Yeah. It's just another year where Rhea's like, no, I'm good.
I mean, Rhea's going to see it, but we want to see others develop. Rhea already is so over, beyond over. So,
I mean, Liv's pretty over too. I think that we all been waiting though to see Rhea versus Stephanie. There's that like dark mommy versus dark magic. You know what I mean? Like kind of energy between the two of them. And I mean, me personally, I would like to see if I had to book it, and I know we'll do our predictions later, right? But
yeah,
real top of mind, I go Raquel for the Rumble, and I would go Rhea for Elimination Chamber, and have it be Rhea versus Stephanie for the
world heavy,
yeah, and Jade versus help me out here. My bad. I'm drawing a blank. I said Rhea and Raquel would win. Yeah,
so Raquel against Jade.
Right. Yeah, that's how I might book it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it would be power versus power, especially because everybody at this point really wants to see Rhea versus, at least the way I see it, Rhea versus Stephanie.
And another year goes by where you don't get Rhea and Bianca.
Well,
which could have been last year, but they did the fucking triple threat with Io Sky,
which ended up being the match of the year. So like
freaking
true, but I'm saying, would you before we even saw that match, would you be like, all right, I got triple threat here, Io, Bianca, and Rhea, or do I got Bianca and Rhea 1-on-1 right here?
Which one would I pick?
Bianca won the Chamber, not the Rumble last year. My bad. She won the Chamber. So when she won the Chamber, she was at the current time, it was Rhea as champion, if I'm not mistaken. So it was right there. And I don't know why they had to put Io, which again,
no, I think it was the other way around. Wasn't Io champion?
Io was champion.
And then Rhea thought she deserved a rematch. That's what it was.
Well,
Io was champion, and Rhea was like complaining to the powers that be that she deserved a rematch. So they were like, fuck it, we'll throw you in the triple threat. And then that's when we got the match of the year.
Well, Rhea was champion after beating Liv in the Netflix debut.
That's right.
And then it was I think it was a heavyweight title match. Bianca won the chamber.
Correct.
Next night on Raw, or 2 nights before, it was Rhea versus Io.
And then Io beat her.
Io beat her. Bianca was out there, and that's when, T, me and you thought that, oh, Rhea is like in her mind. She got distracted by Bianca, and that's when Io won.
Correct.
It's like
wait. I'm gonna flip everything around now. Bianca won the chamber on March 1st.
Oh, okay.
Rhea Ripley walked into Raw on March 3rd as champion.
Correct.
And Io Sky beat her. So when Bianca wins the chamber, it's right there for her and Rhea to go for WrestleMania. But they flipped it and had Io beat Rhea 2 nights after the chamber.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that's why Rhea threw her tantrum and was like, well, technically she should have been facing me. Or she was like, well, I deserve to have my rematch and I never got it. So that's when they were like, all right, well, fuck it. We'll make it a triple threat match.
It's like getting fried rice. It's like you getting fried rice, but then you throw in someone else, then you get shrimp fried rice. Well, either way, you still eating.
With vegetables.
Nah, it's still good. Rhea and Bianca, it's still good. But then you add shrimp fried rice into it, it's even better.
A little duck sauce.
It's still good. Duck sauce, wings, rib tips,
Shout out to my hood Chinese restaurant spot.
If you know. Honestly, Rhea and Bianca was going to feed us. But then what we saw with, the idea of having Rhea, Bianca, and Io, like we saw the whole beef correlation between Rhea and it was with Rhea and Bianca, and then Io as the champion, she's like, wait, y'all not talking about me. I know y'all want to talk about this big but I'm the champ. And what T said to his point, we got it. We ate good at WrestleMania. We ate good. We had no leftovers. Like that was just beyond a good match. Yeah, I know I'm talking about food right now. You see me right now. I don't care. You see this, but guess what? It's all good. What you gonna do about it? But anyway,
those food.
Okay, so are you still hungry and starving for Bianca and Rhea 1-on-1?
I think everyone is. Everyone's ribs are touching. My ribs are touching. No metaphor speaking, but hey, look. Yeah. Look, man. It's going to bound to happen. Like we're going to see, like our stomachs are growling, like we're waiting for Rhea and Bianca. We're waiting for Bianca and Jade. We're waiting for Jade and Charlotte. All these matchups we're waiting for. So the thing is, we're hungry for those. And the thing is, we're going to these different buffets. We're going to whatever's on the buffet to eat right now, even though because the main course isn't there yet. Like, everyone's grabbing it. It's not being served yet. We have to wait on the right date and the right time when that part of the buffet is open. And when that part of the buffet is open, I don't even know.
For a second.
So what part of the buffet is Rhea Ripley getting at WrestleMania this year?
If you get Rhea and Bianca, that's going to be a main event.
I doubt that happens.
At WrestleMania? You don't think so? You don't think so? Not this year? Okay, maybe not this year. Not this year. I say you give them a little side salad with chicken Caesar.
And I say that because it's gonna be
maybe a little side.
It's gonna be January in a couple of days. That means WrestleMania is 3 months. January, February, March, April, 4 months.
Vegas, yeah.
Right. We have not seen Bianca since WrestleMania.
No.
So when she does come back, is she gonna go for Rhea for out of nowhere reason, or hey, my friend is the current women's champion on the SmackDown side? Maybe I go over here because you mentioned there's a Jade and Charlotte we all want to watch. There's a Rhea Bianca we all want to watch. There's a Jade and Bianca we all want to watch. Like I'm down for all of that. It's like, if you go out this year for Mania 42 and you don't get one of those, someone got to tell me why.
I think I got T. Would you put Bianca on like if you gave Bianca the pass, what show would you put her on? Would you put her on matchup on SmackDown or on Raw?
I know my answer. I know my answer. I want
SmackDown.
to see what T gonna say. Yeah, SmackDown.
I'll put on SmackDown just because I feel like they need it more. Everybody's on Raw.
Everybody's on Raw. Okay.
So I think you got to put on SmackDown. You got to make that shit matter, and which that ultimately to me would lead to one of the matches we've been waiting for, which is her and Jade. You know what I mean? So it would only make more sense.
Mm-hmm. Because Raw got come on, Liv, Raquel, Nikki, Steph, Roxanne. I know I'm forgetting somebody. Jesus Christ. Maxine, Becky Lynch, Bailey, Valkyria. Come on, it's 9 SmackDown. Jade, Meechin, B-Fab,
Nia Jax.
You got Nia. We haven't seen Tiffany in a minute. You got Chelsea Green. That's 6.
And Lash Legend.
Lash.
Who is she's showing up. I really like I like her work.
And Tiffany's gonna come back soon. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay, I apologize. They got Charlotte and Alexa.
Yeah.
Facts.
So it might sound like it's pretty even, but if Bianca comes back, they're gonna put her on SmackDown.
Yeah, it'll tip the scales and make it actually.
Yeah. And SmackDown going 3 hours next week, so you better believe they're gonna put her on SmackDown.
And you better show up for 3 hours.
Noob. As for Io Sky, who is she going to face at WrestleMania? It's got to be Asuka.
Gotta be.
I mean, I know it's it's long and drawn out, but
this has got to end.
Bro.
Yo, you know what? To that point, I got a question for y'all. I saw this on the internet somewhere where somebody tweeted, "Oh, it would make sense for Julia to join the Kabuki Warriors, give it a little bit more energy, and have her be the protege." What if we got that match right between Io and Asuka? Julia comes out, helps Asuka, and now the Kabuki Warriors matter again. You know what I mean? Because without that, I kind of want them to end, and we don't really need it. But this gives us a reason to care about Julia. The Kabuki Warriors now make sense again, right?
Yeah.
Like they can keep beefing either with Io, with Io, or just as a female faction on their own, and go after titles and tag teams and all that stuff. But I think the main thing out of that is like it would give us a reason to care about Julia. What do you guys think?
I did also forget Zelina is on SmackDown too. So I know I forget somebody. I think Julia joining the Asuka. Because the question is, when Noob asks, I don't think Io wins either. I don't think she wins this time. I think Asuka gets a W. So can she get the W with the help of Julia and they form their own little faction? I'm cool because as long as you just have something to do, and if I'm gonna be around Asuka, you better believe I'm gonna learn something. So Julia needs to be part of something right now. She's out there on her own, no fault of her own. But if you join her up with Asuka and Io, Asuka and Kairi Sane, you're like, I'm cool. Let's just see where it goes because it's not popping right now for her.
I could see that and bring more the Kabukis, revamp Damage Control, but no, it wouldn't be. But I think that would be pretty good. It'll help Julia. I'm with that already.
So right now, Women's Rumble. Who we got? I know we're a month and 2 days away, but we're gonna wrap up Raw and then get into 2025 and 2026. So all right, we can start that now. 2026 Royal Rumble winner, female side.
It's either going to be Liv or Roxanne.
Roxanne.
I say Liv or Roxanne.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay in the Judgment Day family, but I'm gonna go a slightly taller choice, and I'm gonna go with Big Mommy Cool. I'm going with Raquel, man. I really think she does it. I think she's elevated herself so much and we all just like are so gracious for Kevin Nash's input because now he gave us another star, man. Like she's really coming into her own, and I could see her just tossing them out, over that top rope, man, and winning. What I do hope is that we get the three of them in the bottom four.
Ooh,
The Judgment Day, I hope they are in the bottom four with whoever. I think that should make it real interesting to see how that plays out. But I do think Raquel wins the Women's Rumble.
And the final four would be Liv, Raquel, Roxanne. Who's the fourth person to be in the women's final four?
Bianca. No,
could be
Bianca.
I mean, maybe, but she's got time. So let's say Bianca's out there.
Bianca, because she already won the elimination last year.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. Could be Chelsea. She did you with the U.S. champion.
I could go with Chelsea.
I think if I'm doing prediction, I think she wins Money in the Bank next year.
That's a good one.
Now, unless Tiffy comes back, she's in the final four. Naya's always in that mix. But I think, like Terrence said, like the final four, three of them is going to be Judgment Day related, and then the one wild card is, I mean, that's all heels, by the way.
True.
So you got to get a face in there.
Rhea?
I just think if Rhea's in it, it's like, yo, damn, like she's got to win it.
But that's what I'm about to say. So it's like, if she is, it would make Raquel that much more of a, if she was to win, she eliminated Rhea, I think it would make that win even more,
Right, but I could set up Raquel and Rhea, which makes Liv or Roxanne the winner of the Rumble.
No, I'm saying like that could definitely happen too. But I'm saying like that then sets the two of them up as like, okay, like viable opponents. If somehow, some way, Raquel is able to eliminate Rhea, because that we all would think that, Rhea's in the bottom four, she's gonna win. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, ding, 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 Raquel's the winner. Wow. Okay, Raquel's on another even bigger level than we thought.
Iceman, what's up, man? You late? He's saying Liv, Roxanne, Bianca, and Soul. So
wow. And NXT, okay. I ain't mad at that.
Listen, I'm a huge
Raquel.
Look, if you put Liv, Roxanne, Raquel, and Rhea, that's just old Judgment Day versus new. That would be like a continuity phase right there.
I'm just checking. Give me 1 second.
Liv, Roxanne, Bianca, and Soul. I mean, I just hope
I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to go back because the Women's Rumble has only been in existence for 7 years, so only got 7 winners. But I'm trying to see like the tone of what. So last year was Charlotte. Before that was Bayley. 23 was Rhea.
Yep.
22 was Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
21 was Bianca.
Yeah.
20 Charlotte, Becky in 19, and Asuka in 18.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think Liv. I think Liv, Raquel. Because remember, Roxanne was in there last year for a hot minute, right? She like the longest time in there.
Yep.
Remember?
Mm-hmm. It might be her turn.
I think it's Liv or Raquel to win the Rumble.
Wow. Who's screwing who though?
I don't know. So Stephanie will be the face going into Mania. So Liv would have to remain heel, but I think she'll get cheered though.
I think so.
I think Raquel will get cheered. Will Raquel get cheered?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what it is, but Twitter don't be updating me on the lives anymore when they start. Yeah, Twitter be bugging out, man. I don't know.
We'll figure it out, Ice.
Yo, man, 26 is in 4 days, man. We got y'all.
We'll figure it out.
How would y'all letter grade 2025? All right, so let's go ahead. Nothing else on Raw. So they're getting ready for the Netflix 1 year thing in Brooklyn next week. We know it's gonna be Punk and Braun Breaker. Even though I know I'm skipping, but the promo with Braun and Punk was pretty good.
Ooh.
To start off. So if I could circle back in time, I would. So Braun and Punk next week. You had the tag team titles on the women's side with Kabuki Wars against Io and Rhea. What else we got next week? Maxine Dupree and Becky for the IC title. So that's 3 matches because they don't go over 4. So there's one more in there that they advertise. And that's pretty much it from Raw tonight, aside from the promo in the beginning, right?
Fire.
Okay. Letter grade for the WWE 2025.
Dun, 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 dun.
This is our last show for the year, so we definitely want to thank you and appreciate those who are tapping in. Bless you, salute.
Sorry, I was caught.
Oh my God, you're getting choked up, man. I know it's the last show, man, but damn,
it's emotional.
Oh no, don't do that.
It's an emotional moment, Kenny.
Don't get Carl Thomas emotional now on me. Summer rain.
Oh,
my bad.
Carl was hurting.
Carl Thomas
looking in the car, grabbing his.
Oh yeah, with the window, with the rain coming down, it's crazy.
Yeah. Had that Batista turtleneck on.
Oh my God, the tight ass white turtleneck.
Man,
that was fire though. I ain't gonna hold you.
That was a good album.
These letter grades.
All right,
2025 letter grade. Kenny, start off. What do you think?
Ooh, how would I? Oh man,
2025 was a year.
It was. Oh my God, I would say.
You're a teacher, man. Like, this should be easy for you.
Yeah, but every time, let me just tell you this: every month, you see surges in different performance, but then out of nowhere,
boom,
it suddenly has a dip and it goes within an inconsistent roller coaster. In the beginning, I would say it started off at a very B plus, possibly going to an A, but then after Mania, we're seeing a little bit of a decline. Went from B to like a C. I know Palooza, D. And then SummerSlam took me up to a C minus.
Okay.
Maybe. And then, oh man, I would give. And then War Games. Oh my God, D.
Damn, this don't look good, bro.
Honestly, overall, I would give it like a C plus. Maybe a C plus, maybe a B. I would say like it's between a 79 to an 80.
So the satisfactory.
You know.
I know it's satisfactory, brother. Like a little 78, 79 bullshit.
A report card, like a sat is good.
Cause that was my report card. Satisfactory.
Damn, man.
Satisfactory.
If you get an unsatisfactory, you get a whooping. That's
asshole.
I would say like a sat is good or a good sat, a good
actor is good.
A good actory. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, see what we got. Your letter grade for 25.
I would give it a B minus, a solid B minus. So somewhere in that 81, 82 range or something like that. And the reason is a lot of like what we all gonna say. It started out so high, man. Like, with Jay winning and like the Elimination Chamber and the actual heel turn and but then everything kind of dips, and it dips so low that it takes that A somehow down to a C. And I feel like in the last, I would say everything from John Cena's admission to like, all right, this isn't working, I got to pick it up, has been good, in my opinion. Like, what I mean? Everything's kind of, at least it's balanced it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, we got the match between him and Dom. So his last PLE, we got a really good PLE. You know what I'm saying? We got the match with him and Gunther, which I don't know how y'all feel, but, even though I still feel like John should have lost a different way, fuck it. We now have a villain that we can really, really fucking hate. And every week he comes out more and more like on some like 1950s style, no frills. I'm just here to terrorize y'all, laughing at everybody's face. I love what they've done with Gunther. And it's funny too, because we care more about Gunther now than we did when he had the title. Like, we didn't give a fuck when he had the title. We were like, what are they doing? But now we will. He'll get a title as a heel. I promise you that. But once he gets one, we're going to hate him even fucking more. And so it's going to matter whenever somebody beats him, whoever that somebody is. Mm-hmm. And so we're getting so much set up. And even when you look on the women's side, right, we talk about like, we just had a whole discussion about, Io and what we're going to see in WrestleMania. We're going to see in Rumble. We saw the elevation of Raquel. But we've also seen, Chelsea Green become a star. You know, we've also seen Sol Ruka develop, the rest of NXT. You know what I'm saying? Like we now are for sure getting call ups. Excuse me, we're now getting call ups between Javon Evans, Trick Williams, most likely Obafemi. One of the best matches we saw was Obafemi, versus Cody, which was incredible. John's Farewell, which I had the pleasure and the honor. Shout out to my mom Dukes. You know what I mean? Got me the tickets. You know what I mean? On some Christmas shit for me and my brother to go see.
That's right.
The GOAT retire. So I feel like they started off super strong. It really fell off, and then it's like, okay, you got students, Kenny. You got that student that starts out, yo, you're doing great.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, for some reason, some semester he
slacked
and
off,
you give him like that last. Hey, listen, you got one semester to get it together. And he comes back.
You got 2 months.
Right, yeah. Yo, you got 2 months to get it together.
2 months. And my grades are due.
And he busts his ass. He get that extra credit in. He get that one test where it's like, all right, I give you an 80. And now you got a B. You know what I'm saying? And you solid. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I give him a B, man.
You get a C. You ain't get a C. You get a 79, you get a C.
I give him a B. That would be my letter grade.
I'm in the C plus B minus range. Because obviously, and I'll make it quick.
Good.
The fact that I watch it from a different lens. I'm not a fan of the 4-match Raw, the 4-match SmackDown, the 4-match PLEs. I'm like, you have so much time on your hands, and you're on a stream platform. There's no hard out like it used to be on pay-per-view. You can put out 2-3 more matches. Like I think even watching Raw tonight, I felt like they were trying to kill time. Like the first promo segment was half hour. Then you're like, oh, Gunther, you ain't doing shit, bro. Oh, true. Yo, go out there. And like it felt like it was mad random. I felt the Maxine and Becky was a little random. I'm like, all right, so did you just really have 3 matches planned or 4 matches planned? That was it for a 2.5 hour Raw. Like little stuff like that. It's like, I know they could do more, but they're in this confinement of, yo, we're gonna do 4 and that's it. And we got 2.5 hours and everybody go home. That's just compared to a year or 2 years prior, you might have had 5, you might have 6 matches on a SmackDown or Raw or PLE. Can you mention Survivor Series, War Games? I'm like, you trying to tell me this big ass stadium, 4 matches? That's it. That's it. That's all we can do. So stuff like that. What I did like, I love the John Cena heel turn. I think was the moment of the year. The heel turn caught everybody off guard. Chamber. I remember that night. Never forget. Me and Kenny was about to start the show, and me, him, and Cornell, and it was regular. Like, okay, Cena won the Chamber. We getting ready. We setting up, and then boom, the heel turn. I was like, holy shit, bro! You fucking kidding me? We're gonna start in 2 minutes, and this we talk about, and that shit just ballooned. It was on every sports media outlet. Cena heel turn. Cena Rock. Travis Scott. And then what happened after that was a fucking debacle. I love Dom Mysterio this year. I love Chelsea Green this year. I love the talent of the NXT or the Obas. Lola Vice. I love Ricky Saints, Trick, and Javon Evans really showing out, and they're showing you they're going to be the next wave of this company. I love the TNA involvement, the AAA involvement. I think the superstars of the year for me are like, I love Liv, I love Dom. I think he was I'm probably answering all my shits right here that I have, the awards, all in one explanation, and I give you guys a floor, and you give me your answers. But Dom, and I think Dom and Becky were the heels of the year. I think CM Punk and Jey Uso, the baby faces of the year. Seeing John Cena come in and still be, when he left, there's no argument you can make that he's probably the superstar of the year. Majority of his matches were fucking pretty good, and probably the match of the year was him and AJ Styles, which we mentioned triple threat with the women. The triple threat with the men in WrestleMania was awesome with Seth Punk and Roman. But Cena AJ at Crown Jewel, which looked like a match that just got put together on social media at the last minute, and it fucking blew everybody out the water. I think the PLEs of the year belonged to the Royal Rumble and Evolution.
Oh yeah.
And anything else was like, no. WrestleMania was okay, definitely not Palooza. Saturday main event annoys me because nothing. They just don't allow things to happen on that show, which brings the grade a little lower. Um, it just I it was a weird, funky year than what we had in 24. 24, we had some direction. We had like, oh, like I'm still mad Drew McIntyre has not won the world championship. So it's like, Cody was in with the movies with Street Fighter, and like, yo, we could have had 2 months of something with Drew McIntyre. I know there's injuries out there. We didn't have Gunther for a minute. We didn't have Liv for a minute. Kevin Owens still out. Like I have not seen Randy Orton in a fucking long time. Where's Randy Orton at? Just stuff like that can add up. Like, yo, what's really going on? But as you enter 26, I hope that everything I mentioned can be reversed and give the fans what they want. And I think for me as a fan, before I let you guys chime in, what I want to just being surprised. I want to be like, oh shit, I didn't really expect that. Like tonight, if Nikki Bella would have won a championship, I'm like, oh shit, they actually made a title change. They did it. I'm like, okay, it's they keeping it vanilla and irregular. So like when January 5th pops up, either you're gonna see Braun Breaker become new world champion, or you're gonna see Drew McIntyre win the title in Berlin. It can't just be the same shit over and over. So like, or Becky might win back the IC title. We don't know. But just like that surprise, like, oh shit moment, give us something to talk about when we do these shows. Not just, all right, so Stephanie retains, this guy retains. All right, it's the same thing. Like, give us some material to bring up and talk about for next year. So C plus, B minus, long-winded answer. I can keep on going, but yeah, that's my answer for that.
What's that average out to? Kenny, you're the teacher. I gave it a B minus. Randy gave it a C plus, and you gave it a.
It's 78.
Average cumulative. I think that's about the average is probably like a
C,
like about a C, like a C plus.
Yeah. C plus.
If I was,
right.
Oh, go ahead, Randy.
All right, gentlemen, the floor is yours now. Terrence, start with you. I go Terrence, Kenny, Terrence. We go back and forth. Best heel of 2025.
Best heel of 2025.
Men or women's or both?
I'm sorry. Best female heel. Let's start there.
Best female heel. Well, I'm not just saying it. Lots of people are saying it. Sometimes Sports Illustrated even says it. I got to go Becky Lynch, man. I feel like she's mattered. I feel like seeing her as a heel has been kind of fun. What's interesting is that I never really caught this. I saw this on Twitter somewhere. Some people say that maybe her new character is mocking one of our electoral figures in this.
Oh
country.
Yeah, that guy,
yeah, that guy. I never caught on to it, and then like I read it, and I was like, oh, all right, yeah, I get it.
Same color as your shirt, but it's okay.
I mean, a little close to this, maybe a little bit more orange. Who knows? But yeah, no, I'm gonna go Becky Lynch, man. Shout out to Beck, Big Money Becks.
All right, Kenny, best female heel for you.
I'm going with. Not here, but guess what? Everyone was saying it. Y'all better proceed with motherfucking caution, Naomi. You can't tell me when Jade beat the brace off of Naomi in Elimination Chamber, that changed everything. From everyone knowing Naomi's laugh, everyone knowing the proceeding with caution, Naomi just took over right after WrestleMania. After Elimination Chamber. Evolution, she won Money in the Bank. Won it that time, and then
she cashed in.
She cashed it in on Evolution, one of the best pay-per-views of this year.
That's right.
And respect to Naomi, she's going to be a mom. But if Naomi would have still held the title, she would still
be champion.
Still be champion.
That's a fact.
And Naomi, is my pick as the heel of the year, women's heel of the year. Respect to Naomi. As Naomi does it, I can't. I'm not going to do that live.
Motherfucker better proceed with. Oh, that's a bop. All right, so I know Terrence got to run. I make it quick. All right, Kenny, best male heel of 25.
Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins.
Terrence, best male heel of 25.
I'm gonna agree with my man Kenny. I actually think it was Seth Rollins.
Wow.
I feel like he made a faction. He made it matter. It was funny because it's hard to like really buy into him as a full heel. But it's either him. Okay, I'm gonna give 1A, 1B. I'm sorry, I hate to do this. My 1B is Gunther. I feel like he's been a full on heel, right? Like he's not this tweener thing. People don't cheer him. Everybody fucking hates him. And you know what makes me hate him even more is you see all of these, like, I don't know if you guys have seen them, but all these feel good stories. Like there was a little kid that got like a John Cena kid toy for Christmas.
Yeah, I saw
like
that.
3, and he starts doing you can't see. And I commented under it, I fucking hate Gunther even more now. Like, but that's the point. It's like I hate.
You can't see me.
Yeah, right. When he was driving by, and he goes, "AJ."
Oh man,
he's like an 80s villain. He's like a villain in the 80s movie.
100%, man. So that's my 1A, 1B.
I went with Dom.
Okay.
I went with Dom.
Intercontinental
champion, still being booed with Judgment Day. He gets booed in AAA in Mexico. Like he's, I mean, I think at some point in time, they'll make the turn. But as far as Seth Rollins is tough, bro. I can't disagree with that. But Dom, and I think Gunther, I think him missing the time kind of gives me a gap of like, all right, I think Seth or Dom. I think Dom.
I will say that's why he's my 1B. But you look at the things he did, beating Don, beating the fuck out of Jimmy. Those are like the two where I'm like, well, all right, those matter. But yeah.
Best female face, baby face.
Oof.
Best female face.
Oof. That's
that's like your Stephanie's, Charlotte, Alexa. Tiffy was Tiffy.
She was like that tweener.
She's gray area, borderline.
I would give it to what? I'll give it to Lyra. I'll give it to Lyra Valkyria.
Lyra Valkyria.
I would give it to Lyra. I would say Charlotte, but the thing is, Charlotte, she had that little bit of heat after she won the Rumble. But
I mean, Rhea.
Oh, I forgot about. I'll change. I'll give it to Io.
Okay, yeah.
Io. I'll give it to Io.
What do you think, Terrence? Io, female.
I'm gonna go with someone we kind of mentioned earlier, and I'm gonna go Sol Ruka. I'm giving it Sol Ruka because I feel like she's made a name for herself. She's made a transition. She's been able to stay healthy, and she's proven that like she can hang with the main roster talent and also still be like a dominant force on NXT. Especially that win over Bayley. She was the only NXT talent to get a win on John Cena's farewell. Somebody had to win, right? I think it said a lot that they picked her. Obviously Bayley wants to get people over and she wants to develop new talent and all the women that she's helping, inspire and influence too. But Sol Ruka was the right choice. So she'd be my face of the year.
For the men, I'll start with men. I got CM Punk and Jey Uso. For the female, oh god, Io Scott. I got Punk and Jey Uso for best face for the male. Who you got, real quick?
Jey
Uso.
It's hard for me to go against.
Like I would say Roman, but he wasn't like there all the time.
Respectfully, not, but I would go with Jey.
It's hard for me to go against Cody. I mean, he's still QB1. You know what I mean? And like, I feel like I get
You
it.
saw Kenny's face. You saw Kenny's face like,
Yo, right. I saw his face.
disgusting.
Camera's not off on the Zoom call, okay? But look, it's hard for me to go against him, man.
Right.
I feel like the heavy is the head that wears the crown. Right now, he's still, our champion, and he does wear it well, man. I got to give him that. And his interview with John post everything was actually one of my favorite things to watch of the year, in ring or out of ring. So I feel like as an ambassador, he's doing it right. I gotta go, Cody.
Surprised you didn't say your man LA Knight.
Well, I mean, I'm hoping he has a better 2026. They won't let him win anything, so I don't know.
Okay. Can you mention OMG moment of the year? I got the Cena heel turn.
I'm going to go with
boy,
Jade and Naomi Elimination Chamber.
Okay, yeah.
Because man, when I
both on the same night,
it was, and that was the opening moment. It's just like, oh, just the way it was. Because you saw the reaction of Bianca. Bianca was selling it like she was about to win an Oscar. Man, I'm telling you.
Oh yeah,
Jade beat the brakes off of her like she was Nitro, and she's in a back order invoice. Like, that's how.
That's one hell of a New York analogy, Kenny. I appreciate
that. They don't know Nitro.
my choice for OMG moment of the year. We actually did speak about it a little bit earlier, but I didn't see it coming. I don't think any of us saw it coming. Jey Uso winning the Rumble. You know what I mean? Like, we were just like, holy shit, we're starting out the year that way. You know what I mean? Because it looked so much like, oh, okay, yeah, of course. Like, we not only accepted, we were just like, yeah, cool. This is how John wins. Jay's had some good, individual moments, and being in the last two says a lot. Company believes in you. Oh shit, you won. You know what I mean? Like, John's face said it all for the rest of us. So I got to give Jey Uso the OMG moment of the year.
Pay-per-view PLE of the year. I had the Royal Rumble and Evolution.
Evolution. Elimination Chamber, but Evolution number one.
I have two of them. Evolution. I think we that's like our unanimous.
Yeah.
But and well, I guess it's actually Evolution, because technically Saturday Night Main Event's not a PLE, so
no,
doesn't. Yeah. But so I'll go Evolution.
What else we got? Kenny, match of the year.
Ooh.
Okay.
Before you answer, Kenny, are we Rain? I just got to specify the match we think was the best or our favorite. Sometimes it could be
the match that you saw in 25 that you lay this is match of the year potential. So I got the John Cena AJ from Crown Jewel, the women's triple threat at WrestleMania. I got the men's triple threat at WrestleMania, and also put in Cody Rhodes, John Cena from SummerSlam.
You also had.
I know I gave 4 answers, but fuck it.
It's one of the 4. Nah, yeah.
Go ahead, T.
Man. Match of the year.
Tough one.
A little bit. Okay. I mean, this isn't. I hope it doesn't feel like recency bias, but I legitimately thought like, oh shit, we might see this pin happen. And I remember us discussing it, wondering like, yo, is it viable to like let him lose because it won't mean anything? I'm gonna go Obafemi and Cody Rhodes. And the reason I'm gonna say that is because it did everything we needed it to do, right? It elevated Obafemi. Whoever doesn't pay attention, if you're only a main roster fan and you don't really watch NXT, you now know who the fuck Obafemi is, and you are waiting for him to join the main roster. You really want him there. And there's so much so that they're all talking about like, oh, he got to be the one to retire Brock, or oh, he's got to be the one to beat Gunther. Like, everybody loves him. You know what I'm saying? And that is in big respect to John Cena, which is what he wanted, and Cody for like actually giving him the match that he deserved to show. Like, I mean, fuck, he started out picking Cody up off the ground, by his neck and then throwing him. Like the dude's a monster. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna go Oba versus Cody.
Not to go backwards real quick, but the OMG.
I know you about to do Randy.
What?
Go ahead.
What the OMG?
Oh, God, yeah. Seth Rollins
cashing at SummerSlam.
No. Seth Rollins faking he broke his leg.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
Oh, SummerSlam.
Yeah, that was SummerSlam.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was a big one.
And also Brock too.
Oh,
Brock coming back was like, yo. That was tough too. My bad. Kenny, your bless you, your match of the year.
It's I got 3.
Okay.
I'm tied between all right. I'm going tag team title match between.
Oh yeah.
Tag team title match between Bianca, Naomi versus Liv and Raquel on Raw. That was the one Liv cut. She got a cut on her eye.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good match.
I thought you were gonna say the SmackDown joint with the Profits in them.
I was about to put that as number 2.
Okay.
The Profits, the Wyatts and DIY TLC match that should have been a Mania match.
Yeah.
That match was so good. So many good spots. Shout out to Tez, shout out to Dawkins. But my number 1, I fought for this for be a main event, but it opened up and it still was so good. Rhea, Bianca, and Io. Night 2, was it night 2 or night 1?
For what? Io? Night 2 opener.
Night 2 opener at WrestleMania. That match was so good. That match was so good. You didn't know who was really going to win. That's how good it was.
Yeah.
Like it really could have went so many good spots. So much good. That match gave us good. It was a good hour, like a 45 an hour match. That's how good they performed. Sadly, Bianca, she broke her finger in that match, but it was well. Not saying it's well worth it. That match was good. It was too good. No other metaphors to say.
Yeah.
I want to go one more back of an OMG moment, but before we'll move on, I'll make it quick.
Good.
It was also Jade being busted open by Nia by mistake, and then cutting a promo while she was busted open. Totally elevated her. They put the belt on her immediately. Like, yo, yeah, she's got it.
Scar.
And that's a perfect segue into the final thing. We'll talk about 2026 predictions, like what we would like to see. I would love to see Jade have a long title reign, at least going into Mania, but along the way have the viable opponents, not just make her hold the belt until Bianca comes back. Let her go run through rough shot the SmackDown roster like she's Goldberg, like she's China, like she has to be portrayed as an unstoppable force. And I think that's what they started to do, but I think I want them to be more consistent with it. Looking for a big year for Jade. I know they mentioned Dom is going to be out for a little bit, but I hope he comes back and continues his uprise within the company. Hopefully, be a world champion sometime next year or the following. So, looking for a big year for Dom, big year for Jade. This could be a big year for Braun Breaker. More positive vibes to Austin Theory with the Vision. Let's see where that goes. But Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble. I would love to see that. Drew McIntyre be a world champion at some point in time this year, and then we'll probably get Roman Cody 3 at WrestleMania. And I'm trying to think of other things off the top of my head. This is doing this shit live, so that's all I really got right now. But what's your top 3 2026 things you want to see with the company this next year? I want to see a title change on Saturday main event. How about that?
Title change, more title changes.
Yes.
More title changes on local, on SmackDown, on Raw, and Saturday night. More title changes. Less title reigns.
Okay.
I would like to see Jade gets a breakout year, also defends the title more and shows that she's a worthy champion. I want to see also the use of the women's tag team division, like that tag
Okay.
team division on from Raw and SmackDown. We have a lot of former champions,
Yeah.
women's heavyweight champions. They're now in the tag team scene. I want them to see them get utilized. Like, let's see them all go from Bailey to Charlotte to Nia to Last Legend. My third one, NXT.
Mm-hmm.
NXT. I'm looking forward to see the future of NXT from Javon, from Trick, Oba, Ricky Saints, Blake Monroe, Sol Ruka. I'm waiting to see them all. Kalani James, like all of
Yeah.
them.
Oh,
NXT.
Jordan.
Jordan. I'm always saying names wrong. I'm sorry.
Jordan James. LeBron. Michael.
But NXT, man, NXT. I'm waiting to see what's more in store for them because they've always been cooking.
Oh damn! I had one more before Terrence goes. Jesus Christ! You mentioned NXT. Come on, Lola Vice on the main roster. Looking for a bigger year from Damian Priest. I read that he was trying to nurse some injuries in 25, and I think there should be another year where he gets back in the world title picture. And I want to see the Natty character more on
Mm.
TV. Terrence,
Sure.
you're the last one. Go ahead.
I'll bring it home. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Okay. I'll start with NXT too. Shout out to Thea Hale. I don't know if y'all saw. It was kind of a.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm still not sure if it was a true botch. It seemed like maybe it was, or maybe somebody got like, maybe I don't know. Somewhere the signals got crossed. But what's cool about it is they were all professionals and they made it. They just kept going. But they didn't make it look so awkward that like nobody knew what to do. Now Thea's champion and she's running with it. You know what I mean? She's a long-term NXT, superstar. And I think like it's a happy accident that like now she'll get a real spot. And even when she won, the crowd was happy. The crowd was into it.
yeah,
They watched her kind of develop and grow up, much like they have a lot of the NXT talent down there. So shout out to this guy, the boyhood hero. You know what I mean? Shawn Michaels. You know what I mean? He's still a heartbreak kid, man. He's doing his thing and he's developing the next generation. With that said, like you said, Kenny, like you said, Randy, we want to see the NXT like stars. We're glad to see them starting to shift, right? Like they're doing this whole thing with Trick. He's talking shit to everybody. He's talking to GMs. We're gonna see where he lands. My prediction is that he lands on SmackDown. We're seeing, Javon move up. I think Javon 100% is the future. He reminds me of so many guys, man. He reminds me a little bit of AJ Styles, a little bit of Shawn, a little bit of, Jeff Hardy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the cool thing about it is, as much as I love those guys, right? And I 100% do. I think it's really cool that there's a kid that looks like Javon that can now see himself or herself in Javon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, not to get into it too deep because we all love wrestling, but we know that when we were younger, there just wasn't as much talent, that looked like us. So it warms my heart, man, to see that there's somebody like him. And again, Oba, you know what I mean? Oba's with the 100%. He's going to be in that, in that Braun Breaker, like spot of like, yo, you're going straight to world heavy, universal conversation. We're not even going to do this. Oh, let's bring you along. But for the guy who has been brought along and I'm okay with it, shout out to him. Shout out to the guy that don't miss. You know what I'm saying? My man Mello.
That's right.
Carmelo Hayes, shout out to you, man. We're so happy to see you finally get some gold. You know what I mean? Get that U.S. title. Really excited. We've been begging for it. The fans have. We just want to see him get a title. So, like, I'm excited to see what he does with it in 2026.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do with the women's tag team division. You know what I mean? My big prediction there, I actually think we're going to get a run between Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Yeah, I think the two of them are going to run through that division. And it's going to elevate Lash Legend. She performs so big and so strong, and you know what I mean. Like, so I just love her energy in the ring. And the two of them, they're gonna be on some like beautiful natural disasters type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
first, you heard it first.
No, you know what I mean? Like,
Bro.
yo, immovable, irresistible objects, just crushing the competition. Happy to see the Usos on the male side. I think they're gonna, bring some more energy, much needed energy, to the men's tag team division.
Yeah.
And in terms of the singles, yeah, you know what? I hope that we start the year off with Drew McIntyre taking the belt off Cody. I feel like if he doesn't win it now, what the fuck are we doing, man? Like, Cody,
exactly,
of all people, deserves a fucking break. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
put come on,
through, give Cody a month or two, let him fucking heal his ribs or whatever the hell's wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? And it also just gives new energy to it, man. It gives us something else to talk about, something else to do. Like you said, Randy, we don't want to keep saying, okay, well, this guy retained every time we have a show. Let's see something different. Let's see something new. Make it happen on a fucking Saturday night main event. You know what I mean? The same way it should have happened with Kevin Owens, So I hope that's a big change. I hope my guy LA Knight wins something. Please.
Yeah.
I beg you. Give LA Knight something.
He might.
Triple H. Where's my camera? Where's my Triple H? I'm looking at you, Trips.
I got you right here. I got you right here.
God
we want to do what we do, 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 what we do. It's what we do, what we do. It's why we do what we do. What we do, 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 and what we do, what we do.
Hold on. Does Triple H listen to Freeway? Well, what you do is wrong.
Yo, what I'm begging you to do, Trips, is give this man a real fucking shot. I hope LA Knight comes back, and I hope he wins something, anything. Yeah, I mean, I feel like to close it out, I want to see Chris Jericho come back, get his farewell tour. Probably not on the same level as John. No one will get that.
And there's a rumor that the contract runs out
January 31st.
2 days, and then about he might pop up on the 5th. Like, I don't know about that, but
I think have y'all seen he looks slim. He looks like he's ready.
He's looking like
for
20
99.
Jericho.
Yeah, like he looks like the real walls of Jericho again, man. I don't know, man. He looks incredible. So I'm saying,
what was break the bricks?
Yo, I want to see a match between him and AJ Styles because next year is both of theirs retirement year. I mean, I know Randy is kind of like, what year is this? But yeah, fuck it. Let them get one last one out, man. Fuck it.
I'm saying damn, like AJ is over.
Oh, yeah, AJ is pretty much confirmed that next year is his last year. It's a whole generation, man, on their way out, and that's why I'm excited to see the new generation.
You trying to tell me Cena, maybe Brock, AJ, and Jericho all out in a year? Damn, that's crazy.
Randy's almost out too.
Well, Randy said he wants to wrestle till he's like 55.
Nah, Randy.
He said that. He said
that, but
yeah, let's see what happens.
Rand chilling right now.
Yeah, he's over. He's in Saudi. He's doing.
Rey Mysterio still doing that at 50 plus.
Yo, that match tonight. Also, where can y'all remind me where were they tonight?
Orlando.
Oh, okay. I thought because I was like, yo, he's got that Bret Hart gear on, and Rey Mysterio is one of the few people Bret Hart will big up in any conversation at all times.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, there's got to be like a signal of Bret to say like, yo, I see you. You know, I mean, much respect.
Unlike Goldberg or Jake Roberts or Hogan, Bret's gonna Bret would shout out Austin, CM Punk, Rey Mysterio. Unless you're, on the bad side for Bret is Hunter, Jake, Hogan, Goldberg. Anybody else, I think y'all good.
Yeah.
I think also for me, I think it's gonna be a big year for Chelsea Green. I know I mentioned earlier. I think she's gonna win the Money in the Bank. How long is she gonna be U.S. champion? I don't know. I think she says she's the triple champion. So that's what she says. So, but her on SmackDown, like she can do everything. She can be the face. She can be the heel. She got the swag. She can talk at a microphone. She can make you hate her because her character can be so annoying. And I think just trying to put her in that world championship title picture, whether it be the Jade title or the Stephanie title, it don't matter. I think she's gonna. I don't think she wins the Rumble, That's why I'm saying Money in the Bank, because knowing her, she can cash in anytime she wanted. That's the rule, by the way.
Yep.
And then like someone like her, she'll dress up the Money in the Bank. She'll want the way Edge would want to cash out. It's like everybody on their back, come in, go for the pin, bing bang boom. Because she don't want to perceive like she wants to wrestle. Like I'm saying, she's the champ, but she don't want to wrestle. Like I'm good, I'm champ. I ain't gonna defend nothing. So with her, big year for her. I don't want to forget about that. I think she's been on this trajectory. We're all fans of Chelsea Green, and I think just sky's the limit for her. And then she's doing good with the US title right now and the AAA tag title. But I think the bar is set higher for her. It can start with Money in the Bank, and I think she'll be world champion sometime in 2026. But gentlemen, I know it's midnight, but go ahead.
Real quick. I got to piggyback off that because you just made me think of something.
Okay.
Because there's someone who I got to give her props. And you mentioned Natty. I got to give Maxine her props. I was not sure how well she was going to be able to step in. And I don't know what this is. This is why they do what they do, right? With fucking Trips right. And this is what we do. Yo, this time y'all got it right. Maxine has 100% stepped into that IC spot and hasn't missed a spot. You know what I mean? Like their promos tonight were awesome. Her in-ring ability is getting smoother and smoother every time you see her. Her appearance, her total package. I got to give her a props, man. Like I didn't think that she'd be able to really like pull off this, oh, Natty's training me. Now I'm a real, threat situation. Yeah. But she would be, along with Raquel, she would be my vote for most improved. Because I didn't see it, but now I do.
Gentlemen, my last thing, as we wrap up 2025, first of all, no show on Friday. I'm working, so we're back on Monday, permitting if I go to Barclays for Raw,
I might go.
Kenny might go. So the next Monday episode is up in the air, but we'll get to that. But I just want to say, thank you guys. I love you guys. This has been an incredible year for the podcast. The podcast was always there, but I think we took it to a different step, a different level, going live, following Raw, following SmackDown. I remember the first Netflix show we had, and I told Kenny, yo, we need to do live right after Raw, SmackDown, whenever we can. And from that show on, it's been like, all right, I can see the traction. Very small. It's the slow grind, but I think fast forward a whole year, a lot of more people know about this podcast, whether in the social media world or beyond the social media world. People know about this podcast, and I cannot do it without my man Kenny Holt, Terrence Watson, and the man from day one, Graham Matthews. I love you guys. I appreciate it. And without you guys doing this on a consistent basis, this podcast is not where it's at. Today, where we're getting over 28,000 views throughout the year, 10K views live. That might sound so little to other people who have been doing it for a while, but I think for the first time doing this for a whole year straight, being live, I know we can double that next year and, be more consistent, and then more guests. The guests are coming, just a matter of when. I feel very confident about that. Some of your favorite current people, I'm trying to get on. It's only a matter of time, but I think if just them coming on shows the respect that they have for all four of us on this program, and anybody who's been watching on X and YouTube from day one. Thank you guys for the comments. I see the same 8 people, but I love you guys. It's gonna go to 16, 24, 32, and 40 and all that stuff. My math is terrible, but without you guys, with your comments, this show is not what it is. So Ice, Noob, Shalimar, Gary, G Harry, like there's so many people that I could thank, but I just want to say before we start the new year next week, I'm proud of this show. I want to make it better, and I know with the team I have, we'll get there. So thank you guys, and I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you too, Randy. I mean, thanks for bringing it along to this journey. Thanks for bringing us all on. We all, do our best to bring to the show. Randy T, knowledge and everything. So we all combine with each other to form Voltron.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, to form Voltron. I had to watch it.
Like Terrence told me, either he said it or someone said it. This is like a wrestling first take kind of vibe, where it's like barbershop talk. We talking shit. We're not really breaking down the entire Raw, SmackDown. We do little tidbits, but we just talk how we feel. And I think that's the most genuine thing you can have, where we're not robotic. We're not just like match. We're gonna talk our shit, pop our shit like in a barbershop about pro wrestling, and I'm pretty. That's why I'm extra proud, because Terrence was not a host for the first 3 weeks, first month of the new year. He came on as a guest and was like, "Yo, man, you ever want to come back on again?" And then he's like, "Yo, man, next Friday. What about next Friday? What about next Monday?" I'm like, "Cool, man. If you want to be a host, let's fucking rock out and let's do it." And he came up, he came along, and he's been a great addition. So without you guys, again, man, you two and Graham has been phenomenal. Because you guys give a different perspective on wrestling in different ways. And aside from me, but we all give our perspective in different ways, and I think people need to hear more of that. So that's pretty much it.
I appreciate you for bringing me on. Like you said, I didn't even know I was going to be a host. You just kept sending me the email link, and I was like, well, shit, I guess I'm going to go. and to that point, man, about Billy feeling like wrestling first take, that was my guys who said that. And then in my other group chat, shout out to D-Generation PDX. They were like, yo, we watch because it feels like, we're watching, like you said, first take just for wrestling. And it's just fun, we all grew up on it. We're all fans. We're all fans of the product now. And, as much as we might have given some harsh grades for the year, it's only because we care, right? You know what I'm saying? And we love the product, and it is what it is. I got to go, but before I do, I feel like the best way to surmise this year is to say wrestling is fruit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Banana, whether it's an orange, whether it's an apple.
You feel me, right, T?
Wrestling is fruit.
Wrestling is fruit.
That was by far my favorite promo. Wrestling is fruit.
If we give our awards for the show, like, yo, what was the the mellow had a pardon the left. Kenny, you got two of them, bro. The fruit joint and the other joint I can't even repeat on the show right now, but that was crazy. I was crazy. You had that award locked up all by yourself, bro. Love you guys. Terrence, man, at Lower East Scribe, Kenny at Cowabunga _K_E_N, and myself, Randy J. Cruz, RENDY, letter J CRUZ. Find the podcast on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, also on Amazon Music. And most importantly, guys, youtube.com/Cruise Control Podcast. We're trying to get to 700 subs. Slow grind, but we here. We grinding. The next show could be next Monday. I'll figure it out. But thank you guys for an incredible 2025, and looking forward to bigger things in 2026. All right. Have a good night.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Peace.
Yes, sir.